Hello, nerds. Welcome to GeekBeast, part of the Geekish Network. This is your daily rundown of geek news by geeks just like you. If you're new to our show, we cover the geek news beat and share our opinions with you. And if you're in the audience, no matter what streaming service you're on, be it Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, you can actually comment and we'll actually respond to your comments. I'm your host, Chuck, and with me we have Randy.
What's up, Geek Beast, man? Chuck, what we talking about tonight?
Oh, we're gonna kick it off real hardcore. First thing up,
Okay,
we're gonna go to Disney. Disney hit us last night after watching a football game and watching a kicker miss four extra
What
points.
the hell? You missed four consecutive field goals.
4 consecutive extra points, not field
Right,
goals.
extra points, my fault. Yeah,
Yep.
extra points. That has never happened in the history.
Never happened. This has to be the first in football history. I said, when did Tampa Bay get a new kicker?
Imagine if they would have lost. Imagine if Tampa Bay. I'm sorry. Imagine if Dallas would have lost by 3 points.
It'd been horrible. It'd been
They'd
horrible.
have beat his ass. They would have beat. He'd have had to catch a. He'd have had to catch an Uber
out of the stadium.
Right,
Out of the stadium
home,
immediately.
Back to Dallas. Yeah, he'd have had to catch an Uber or something, buy his own plane ticket.
Yeah, he can't ride the plane. He got to take on the Greyhound.
Right.
His head dug down. Well, anyway, that was the football game. We all love football.
Right.
We all love football.
Go ahead.
But something happened very special during the football game.
What's that?
Mandalorian season 3 trailer came up on the TV.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, wow. Disney put big dollars into this because it was a long trailer. It was not short. They're like, we're taking the whole entire commercial break. We're going to stream this on Hulu. We get the Hulu discount. So we're going to do this Hulu. We're going to put this on regular TV. We own the TV network. We own it too. We're going to do this. We're going to cover all of this. Did you see it?
I did. I saw it when it aired and I watched it again before we started. And it looks marvelous. It looks like we get the Mandalorians. Like we haven't seen the Mandalorians, like all of them, since Rebels, and then even before that, Clone Wars. So it's like they're getting the squad back together.
Yeah. Should they have called this the Mandalorians, or should they kept it as Mandalorian? They should have.
They could have added an S to it to make it a little cooler.
Yeah, like Alien did Aliens.
Yeah, right. And it also like refocuses it, right? Like the aim of the show. And granted, we're only going to have whatchamacallit and Grogu. But this would have expanded that. I think that
yeah. But I may watch this show for more than just Grogu now.
But
Grogu's my dude.
The last season of Mandalorian was dope.
Now there hasn't been a bad season.
Now that other stuff that whatchamacallit that they gave us,
Boba Fett.
Yeah, Boba Fett. That was bullshit. But
and I like a Star Wars hater. You sound like me.
I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars.
I know you do.
But what I don't know. I feel like Lucasfilms needs another hit for a live action version. I feel like Lucasfilms does not know how to make good live action properties.
That's true.
And so everything they've dropped from episode 7, 8, and 9 to Boba Fett, like I feel like they need a good one.
They do.
And a lot of people liked whatchamacallit. I just thought
I think that they don't do average stuff. They do slightly above average things, but nothing has been exceptional.
Yeah, man.
Nothing's been exceptional. And I you know how I feel about the movies. Like they've never been because the animated properties, LucasFilms animated properties, LucasArts, Lucasfilms animated properties are amazing. Their video games are amazing.
Yeah. And so for this one, I feel like The Mandalorian, because The Mandalorian kicked it off, right? It was the first television show for Disney Plus.
Yes.
And I'm excited about it, you know, to return back here. So the trailer looks good.
Let me dive into this a little bit, talk about the highlights. Two of the directors for new season, including Black Panther cinematographer Rachel Morrison. So it's going to look very, very pretty. And
Yes.
Spider-Verse co-director Peter Ramsey is
Mm.
coming in to do some directing. So they have 2 new directors. Rachel Morrison, I think this is her first directing debut. So I'm
Okay.
really excited what she does because she makes things look very colorful and look really good. And I think Star Wars needs that because it's been muted for so long. It's been on Tatooine for way too long.
It's way too long.
Way too long. And one thing that the prequels did very well is bring a lot of color to Star Wars.
Yeah, it did. It did.
They
It
brought
did.
a lot of color to Star Wars. So I think that this needs that as well. Highlights of the trailer, teasing a lot of intergalactic travel. So we know where they're going to multiple places. So hopefully Rachel's able to lean in on coloring the world a little better. Reunion of Mandalorians in many different colors, armors, and
That's
helmet
what I'm looking for.
styles.
Yeah, that's
So
what I'm.
exciting.
Yeah.
That's super
Armor,
exciting.
more than one of them. Yeah, I think that's gonna be dope.
Returning to the ruins of Mandalore to be forgiven for his transgressions as required by Armorer at the end of the book of Boba Fett. So that's gonna
Is
be
that just because he took the helmet? Or are we
took
talking
the
about
helmet off.
the helmet off? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what we were talking
The
about.
scene at what looks like the Jedi Temple. So could they be going into Order 66?
Well, no, this is post Order 66.
Yeah, but could it still be part of it? Like, why would you go to a Jedi temple?
But I thought the Mandalorian took place after the fall of the Empire.
It does, but the clones that are still alive still have Order 66. They didn't kill all the clones yet. I don't think by the end of Mandalorian. I don't think they replaced all the clones yet.
I thought all the clones were replaced by then because the stormtroopers replaced the clones.
Yes, but I don't think they've replaced them all yet. I think they're killing them.
Maybe there might be some left over because we still don't know what happened to the Bad Batch. They're still at this point. They're still out there.
Yeah.
Rex and them are still out there.
And Rodney Rowan, it looks like a flashback scene to Order 66.
And that could be possible too, right?
Yeah. Jedi Starfighter, new ship chased by TIE fighters.
Well, if we get Jedi, the only thing that could be maybe we run into Luke again because Luke is trying to rebuild the Jedi Order, and we know what happens to it based off of episode 7. So maybe we run into Luke, or maybe we see the early stages of the school.
I think we're gonna see Ahsoka again too.
I think we see Ahsoka again too.
And they may show Sabine. This would be a good time to introduce Sabine.
I would imagine it might be a setup for all of them.
Yeah,
for the whole Rebels crew, because
I think they can't show what's his name Ezra yet, nor can they show Thrawn.
No, I don't think they're right. But like
because they're together, we know they're all.
I think it's a good thing because you can see her even rallying them, Ahsoka rallying them to go looking for Thrawn.
You know what? I just realized.
What's that?
We should stop talking about this because this is for one of our other podcasts, Pod Squadron, and we're going to the Pod Squadron category right now. Shout out to Pod Squadron. If y'all don't know, we have a podcast on Monday called Pod Squadron. They cover everything Star Wars, and it's dope.
Yeah.
So we'll stop right there. If y'all want to know more about Star Wars and all the Star Wars goodness, be it comic books, novels, cartoons, or live action shows and the cinematic universe, Pod Squadron is your one-stop shop. We're a great host of characters on there. Andy, Lexi, all of them, Tracy, Jason, and occasionally Rodney pops in with a couple of things to wet the goose in the pot.
To wet the goose
in the pot, man. Yeah, wet the goose in the pot, man. It's an old English thing. I read that the other day, so
I never heard you say that before.
Yeah, I've never said it before. I'm in my fantasy world right now after watching Willow, dog. I know how much you love Willow. Can't wait to talk about it tomorrow. Guess what time it is, Randy?
What time is it, fam?
It's morphin' time. The
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Yeah, baby.
I'm gonna say.
Why are we talking about the Power Rangers? What's going on?
First off, I was too old for the Power Rangers. I got into them as a 40-year-old adult because one of our homies, Rakai, has 4 children, and they were in love with Power Rangers. So I started watching just to talk to them. So I learned a lot about
I
Power
grew
Rangers.
up on Power Rangers. I love them.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh man,
You know when they came on, you know what I did?
what's that?
I turned the channel to Robotech or Voltron.
Was Voltron on the Power?
Yeah, it was on.
Because
It
I
was
always
on.
thought of Power Rangers as like a live action version
It is.
of
It
Voltron.
was kind of that. It was kind of the kaiju. But Voltron is kind of kaiju-y, but it's not kaiju-y enough.
Yeah, so but that's how I always treated them. Because I had always thought Voltron had been off by then, and then they
Mm-hmm.
kind of did the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they weren't as cool as Voltron, but
They
you know,
weren't. They weren't. I mean, Power Rangers was the bastardized version of a kaiju team-based kaiju show,
what,
and they cut pieces up together originally and threw American actors in to tell the piece of
and
story
right at
together.
that time, I had no way
Yeah,
of knowing. I
we
just
didn't know that. We were
know,
little kids. We didn't know.
yeah,
We
I
just
like,
we just
yeah,
loved it. I
it's like
watched
the
it a couple of
Black
times.
Ranger. He's black. I
Like yeah. Like my other cousin Aaron, he liked Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I was like Transformers, Voltron, and Robotech.
Okay. I mean, I guess since I'm a little younger than you are, that
Mm-hmm.
whole span was like my
Mm-hmm.
age when I was still into all of
Yeah,
those.
still into all that. Yeah. Yeah. I was out of it by 1 year. Because Aaron's just a year younger than me.
And I think Voltron was kind of my last serious until you jump into girls, right? And
Yep.
it ain't as cool anymore.
It's
Still
not as
cool,
cool.
but it's like, well, I'm trying
Yeah.
to get a kiss. I'm playing, I'm trying to go to eighth grade parties and dances and things
Yeah.
like that. So
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Yeah. I was doing MC Hammer was telling me to do.
Come on, who you talking to, man? That was the Pistons theme song, so you can't touch this. Come on, fam.
Yeah. But
NWA.
yeah, NWA. Yes, we couldn't listen to at school, nor could I bring in my house, but I did though. I did. Take
I
that,
was
Joanne and Theo.
I
Take
was
that.
playing it outside, and it was like fuck the police, and like my mother literally came out, took it out to cassette day, threw it on the ground, stumped on it, and told me and my sister to come in the house.
That's hilarious. That's about right. That's good parenting.
Good
That's
parent.
really good. That's really good parenting. Well, anyway, we can get back to Power Rangers.
All right, what's up?
Original Power Ranger stars reunite for 30th anniversary special. 30 years, dog.
Because
That makes you about 20 when it came out.
so you said, damn, I ain't that old.
I just messing with you. Just messing.
So okay, if it was the 30-year anniversary, then maybe I was watching Power Rangers a little. I was going into my prime then watching it because I was right at the end. If it was,
yeah, you're what, 40?
I was
42.
Yeah, I'm 42.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
I stopped counting, Phil. I stopped counting.
Yeah, I get it.
So I was about 12. I was about
Okay.
12 when it first came out. So that makes sense. That's what, like sixth, seventh grade, something like that.
What's up, Peter Griffin? Peter Griffin's in the chat, you guys.
But Peter said it was
were a generation or two below me. They were below me too.
Yeah.
I
just missed it then because I was about 12. So I'm like sixth grade.
But you had a little sister and little brother too. So
yeah, I did.
That may draw you in a little bit to watch it because
I just ain't as old as y'all are. I'm a little
wow.
A little younger. So I still had some bandwidth.
He called us old.
I still had some bandwidth. I was like, okay. So I got it about 2 seasons. I was like about 14. And then I was like, I'm trying to holler at Aisha. That was
stop. Don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again. So
but anyway, what's the story? Okay, so
let me get into this. Let me
30
get into
years.
this.
30-year reunion.
Decades after becoming an afternoon phenomenon, members of the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers cast are reuniting for a scripted Netflix special. That's even doper. Mighty Morphin Rangers once and always stars Jones, David Yost, the original Blue Ranger, Catherine Sutherland, who became the second Pink Ranger, Cat, in season 3, as well as Steve Cardenas, Karen Ashley, and John Young Bosch, who joined the show in the second season as the second Red Ranger, Rocky, the Yellow Ranger, Aisha, and Black Ranger and Adam, respectively.
I just wish they could have did this earlier because we just lost the Green Ranger, the guy who
Yeah,
played
we just lost Green. Yep. Yep.
around the Christmas holiday break. So I wish we could have just did it earlier. Maybe
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like maybe he
The
would
the,
have.
spe- the special also features Barbara Goodson, voice Rita Repulsa, Richard Horowitz, voice of Alpha 5, and the new addition Charlie Kirsch as Ming, and the daughter of the original Yellow Ranger, Trini. Trini was played by Thu Trang, who died at 27 in 2001 after being involved in a car accident. There's no word if other original cast members are involved or if the special contribute original Green Ranger Tommy, actor Jason David Frank, who died at 49 by suicide in 2022.
Yeah, man. So
It'd be nice if they bring all the Rangers. There's
I
so
think they should bring
many.
every I think they should have like a reunion show. You
Yeah,
know what
like
I'm
every
saying?
iteration
And
Rangers.
bring
It should
every
be a
generation because like the Power
mhm.
Rangers I grew up with are different than the Power Rangers now.
Yo. You know they should also use the ones from the Power Ranger movies because I love that movie.
Yeah,
That movie was a good movie, and they should have
they should
kept it
really just
going.
they should really just chronicle the whole IP, right?
Yep.
From
Mm-hmm.
what the early starts, the pitch, the first iteration of it, and on the movies. Yeah, man, they should do it all.
Yep. The Funk came in the chat and he said there's a Green Ranger in that trailer. JDF just might be in this one.
Okay, that's
Be
good, man.
interesting. They digitize him and put him in there.
But
So
he was
some
a different one. He started off evil,
yes.
and then they convert him, and he
Yeah.
becomes the green one.
Maybe he
Yeah,
comes back out and he just whoops everybody's ass.
yeah, because he was bad. He was beating all the Power Rangers' ass,
He
and
was.
then I forget what was the catalyst to make him good, but I just remember him because I was like, Tommy's awesome.
So on the how the video games turned into TV shows and movies after The Last of Us premiere and it did so well. It's getting high scores for the premiere. Now I'm wondering where they're going to go for the next 8 hours to the penultimate episode and then into the finale. I'm kind of curious where they're going to go because in the game I'm running around scavenging for bullets, crafting make bombs, dodging a rabbit fungal zombies and dodging humans out here to kill me. So I wonder how they're going to make that into a story. I'm kind of curious where this goes.
I haven't seen the
Oh
premiere.
man, it's interesting.
I've heard good things about it
Yeah, it's
though.
very good. It's very
I
good.
think it was the second largest HBO premiere,
Mm-hmm.
only like following House of Dragons.
House of Dragons.
So
Yeah.
so I'm gonna do it. I might pull a U and just binge it.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
know,
just watched the pilot, so I'm gonna wait till it all finishes. But I wonder what story they're gonna tell. They do show Sam and Henry, which is a whole different story I'd like to talk about one day. But we'll wait. We'll wait for binge words. I can have that discussion about Sam and Henry because I'm curious what they're gonna do with him. And what is season 2 gonna be? Are they gonna finish the first
but they
game?
said they're only doing 2 seasons. They're only doing 2 seasons.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
they're
so
not going.
they're
They're,
probably gonna do the half. They probably stop at Sam and Henry, then continue it on. Sam and Henry in the second season to
I
start the
yeah,
second
from
season.
what I read early parts because it's only two games, right?
Yes, yes. But the
And so
games
they're
are very different.
okay. So from what I read, they're only going to do 2 seasons of it, and it's not plans to go beyond that. Now, of course,
Yeah.
it's a huge success. They might reconsider that, but as of right now,
Mm.
that was the plan. And
Yeah.
doesn't that surprise you, like how far adapting video games into live action, even animated versions,
Hmm.
how far it's coming just like the last couple years? Because
Yeah.
it used
Yeah.
to be that video game adaptations were just terrible. Like they just got
Because
anybody to do it and they just threw it together. But now things are
because
different.
they got video game players actually making the movies. And before they had the theater and the film kids who thought they were too cool for video games,
And
but
that,
didn't
right.
know the source material nor respect the source material. And then you had Uwe Boll out here in Germany who's using it as a hustle. He makes horrible video game adaptations, and the country of Germany gets back his entire budget for making the film when it failed. But Pedro Pascal did a very, very strong showing. Bella Ramsey did a really good showing. Even though I don't like her as Ellie, but she does a very good showing as an actor. She can act her little ass off. Um, And
Yeah, Pedro. It might be, but Pedro's been killing it. He's been killing it for what? For a minute now. So
oh yeah, he's battling himself. It's gonna be Pedro Pascal against a Mandalorian. He's gonna be battling himself in this. It's gonna be interesting. Good for him. He's having a good.
yeah, I'm
He's
about to
having
say
a good run this decade.
yeah, man.
The
He's been
decade just
killing it.
started, and he's having a good run.
Yeah. So good for him.
Yeah,
Shut up.
good for him. So I'm really excited about The Last of Us. Rodney believes it may be season one, may be the first game, and season two may be the second game. I think they may split it where season one's all the way up to the halfway point where they meet Sam and Henry, and then season two's the start of Sam and Henry to the end of the game.
I
Because
think
it's
it's
gonna be weird because that girl can't age that girl up that fast. Because you got to
maybe
understand,
new
Ellie is
actress.
14, 15 in the first game, and she's like 19, 20 in the second game.
They might get a new actress, but I thought from what I
Yeah.
read, yeah, the first one is the first game. Season one is the first game. Season two is the second game, and then it's done.
That makes total sense too. I figure they do the first game and both those seasons do well. Then they come with season three, season four, like a couple years
They
later
might,
for the second game.
they might, depending on how well it does, but we'll see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The shouts to Pedro Pascal for being one of the goats. But speaking on the back of this, John Wick director signs on for Rainbow Six movie. So Rainbow Six, I think Michael B. Jordan was doing the Rainbow Six movies for Amazon, and it's supposed to run into that. But now they have the John Wick director. So John Wick director Chad Stahelski has been recruited to direct Rainbow Six, a live action adaptation of Tom Clancy's 1998 thriller novel that spawned the video game franchise of the same name. Paramount Rainbow Six movie will reportedly star Michael B. Jordan and John Kelly reprising his role as characters from the 2021 movie Without Remorse.
So he was doing the
Rainbow Six
animation, the television series for Amazon, and now he's going to do the movie.
Yes.
It was a
He was doing
movie.
the TV show. It was the movie.
Yeah, Without Remorse was a movie on Amazon, and he basically did play the character. John Clark, and then John Clark goes on to start Rainbow Six. In the book. So I'm a huge Clancy fan. So that's the trajectory. So Without Remorse was the first John Clark book, and then Without Remorse is the first one, and then Rainbow Six is the next one, and then of course
is it the second one? Is it a book or is it a series?
It's a book, and then it became a series.
Okay.
Yeah, so it became a series of Rainbow Six, and then of course it became the video game, and then of course a bunch of series. But yeah, so John Clark, and he's also a character in the Jack Ryan Tom Clancy novels.
Is he?
But yes. He's also a character in the Tom Clancy novels, but he's not like he's a very pivotal part of the series, but he's not like in it in every single Jack Ryan novel.
So like he shows up in Jack Ryan probably.
Well, he did. If you remember, like the Harrison Ford one, he was played by William Dafoe.
Yes.
Okay.
So he played the William Dafoe character in the Clear and Present Danger was the John Clark guy. So, and then also in the Ben Affleck Tom Clancy movie, there was another guy, I forget his name, but the guy that was also an some of the Logan stuff, but he's been it. So he is a prominent figure in the books, but like Rainbow Six is where he really, really shines. Yeah.
Will he see him in the Jack Ryan and the Ryan verse? Would he be in the Ryan verse?
That's what I'm wondering, because it's both Amazon
has that too. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're both Amazon, and then Jack Ryan. You're right. Jack Ryan season 3 just came out over the holidays.
Yeah.
So I would imagine that they would cross paths somehow, some way, because you're right. It is a Clancy verse or Jack Ryan
and
verse.
It's big.
Yeah, and it could be a whole universe out here, right?
Yeah.
We could have
because I stopped reading them for a while, but it even leads on to like Jack Ryan's son starts becoming a part of the novels, which I stopped reading because one, Clancy died, so it was like ghost written by other people. But it's huge, and then they're still making like all the games with his name on it, like even the Division and Rainbow Six, what's the other one by Ubisoft? The one Splinter Cell.
All by Ubisoft, yeah.
So, anyways, just wanted, that's the tie-in, and then with Rainbow Six, that should be really, really good actually, because it's like he basically creates an anti-terrorist, basically super beyond SEAL Team 6 type of counterterrorism team. So it should be dope.
Because it'd be nice to
probably see like building out a universe. I bet they're building out.
Yeah,
they got a new Jack Ryan movie coming out. It's the prequels. It's like it was even before the Ben Affleck character. It'll be coming out in like 2023.
Well, the TV shows before that too. The TV shows when he becomes Jack Ryan.
Okay, I just know they got a new movie coming out too. And I thought it was an early like version of him.
When Jack Ryan is where he's like an agent. He goes to this terrorist cell and they free the terrorist out of it. It's a really good show. It's really good. But it stars John Burke Krasinski, the guy that played in The Office.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be nice to see him play against Michael B. Jordan. That'd be nice to see them in the scene together.
Yeah, they might. And Michael B. Jordan's got a relationship with Amazon. He had that one movie come out about 6 months ago on Amazon. It was an Amazon
Without Remorse.
Okay, all right.
It's the Jack Ryan shit. It's the Rainbow Six movie.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's the movie.
Okay.
So he has.
I know what you're talking about. Okay.
So you have one show already going. It's in its third season. That is like one of the top rated shows. Then you have Michael B. Jordan starting the movie, and it'd be nice to have have him intersect into that TV series.
You might get that. Yeah. Like
they said they want to create the Ryan verse anyway. So this may be it. This is how they do it.
Yep.
They have the Rainbow Six. Then next Rodney, you probably can answer this, but they had the Division as a series outside of the Rainbow verse. So they have 3 different universes that just intersect from time to time.
I don't even know if it was totally. I'm still not quite sure if it overlaps, but I have read and I've seen some stuff that they do want to make the Division into some sort of TV or film series.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure. They're gonna intersect that into the Ryan verse.
I played the first. Yeah, and I played the first game, and it's like it could easily be a TV series.
Yeah,
could be a really good TV series.
Yeah, because I thought Division was outside of Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. It's definitely not about that at all.
Yeah, I don't know if it actually fits into the Jack Ryan verse, but
okay,
it easily could because it's kind of set in the near future, right? So who knows? Maybe it does. But yeah, I mean, it's just really, really interesting how he's perpetually they still got his name on there, and they're still cranking out stuff with Tom Clancy's name.
But that's the whole Tom Clancy though it's a franchise. He didn't write all those books.
I mean, when he was alive, he wrote. Yeah, when he was alive, he wrote all those books.
A lot of those had ghostwriters, right?
The stuff after he died for sure had ghostwriters.
So when he was alive, it was a Tom Clancy name. He didn't write a lot of those.
I don't know. I don't know about that. So,
I don't know.
Who knows? But it's just really, really interesting.
Yeah.
But done right, Rainbow Six would be dope. Dude. Done right, it'll be dope. And it's good news that John Wick director is doing it because that means it's going to be really, really.
That's going to be really good. It's going to be action packed, which is exciting. That has me exciting. Well, I'm going to do a couple more stories before we get out of here, you guys, if y'all don't mind. The CW's Gotham Knights TV series look very CW as hell. That is the title of the article. When The Flash ends this season, DC and CW universe, as we've known it for more than a decade, will be no more. But that doesn't mean CW is done with DC. Not when Gotham Knights is coming in March.
Did you see the trailer for it?
I have not seen the trailer for it. Did you see the trailer for it?
I did. And
tell me more about it. Tell me more about it, young lady. It
does look super CW, which is not necessarily
CW like Titans or CW like Arrowverse.
CW more Titans.
Okay.
And it's Gotham Knights, so it is the children almost. So I think it's Jason Todd because they said bastard child. Whatchamacallit? What's his what's his
Damien?
son? Damien. I think it's Damien.
Yeah, it has to be Damien. That's the bastard child.
Yeah, okay. Damien. It's Joker's daughter, which I'm not familiar with that storyline at all.
Joker has a daughter?
How you not know never
that?
seen a
DC
Joker
guy.
daughter.
You're the DC guy. You're supposed to know Joker has a daughter.
I've never seen a Joker daughter, but
that's not true. You have seen a Joker daughter.
Ooh.
And Harley Quinn. It's a stepdaughter, but it's still his daughter. He ran for mayor.
Right. But other than that, I wasn't aware of it. And it's I mean, I don't know. It seemed super YA, which is not a bad thing. It just did not look good to me.
Okay.
Especially when you have Gotham Knights like the video game and you see how good it is, and the comics and you see how they are. This did not look to me like they were living up to that standard.
Okay. The Funk comes in. He says, I feel this show is meant to appeal to fans of Disney's The Descendants. But if so, where are all the camp and color?
There's no camp and color it looks like in this trailer.
Oh, okay. Okay. You got to have color. You have to make the Gotham Knights very colorful. You got to have one.
They're young. Green. Like, they're super young. And so, I don't know, man. It didn't look impressive to me.
And I'm gonna end on some interesting news. Snowpiercer, the acclaimed movie that I enjoyed so much, Korean movie I enjoyed so much, is having their final season TV show, and it won't air on TNT because, of course not. Per deadline, the show's abrupt end may have to do with tax write-offs, as has been the case with pretty much anything that has been canceled or removed by Warner Brothers. A spokesperson for TNT told Deadline that the network has been working collaboratively with the producers since last year to help the series find a new home where fans can continue to enjoy the compelling story and exceptional visual experience. So I think they're going to end it on the streaming service.
What streaming service?
HBO Max. Probably.
Okay.
Or they probably give it to Hulu because, they don't want to put anything on HBO Max. They're still taking shows off HBO Max as we speak.
But Hulu is Disney. I don't know. I don't see a Warner Brothers in it there project.
Man, who knows, man? It's the producers. They're out of Warner Brothers Studios, and Warner Brothers Studios is like, we're not the publishing company. We're going to put it somewhere. Netflix may pick it all up. Who knows? Netflix is like, bring all the Snowpiercers over here. Netflix is building their classic library up. They're like MGM right now.
I can see it going to Netflix over Hulu.
Over Hulu. That's true too. Speaking of Netflix is canceling The Warrior Nun, its highest audience scored series ever for reasons.
Well,
I didn't watch it, but Courtney Scott Wright loves it. I watched the first couple episodes and like, this is not for me.
And I think because they said it is YA, and they talked about a lot of the other YA properties that have been canceled, and a lot of the fan base of those IPs are upset because a lot of them star women as the protagonists in the series. So there's some problems there. Netflix
it's YA stars women.
And so
it's only in DC why do they star men?
Well, with them canceling so many of it, then it's like Netflix has an image problem.
Yeah.
And they're getting high rate. It's getting lots of views and it's getting high critical scores from audiences. So what's the rationale behind the cancellation of a lot of them?
Yes. Well, Warrior Nun, the second season, has a perfect 100% score from a handful of critics. But more impressive is the 99% audience score. It has more than 8,000 viewers who actually commented on it.
Yeah.
$99. It's hard to cancel it. It's your YA show that's winning.
Yeah, so
you don't cancel the YA. That's like Gossip Girl. The original Gossip Girl was winning, so they kept it on TV. This is working for you.
You wonder, like, and it didn't get canceled, but Wednesday, it was hugely successful, right? And it took them forever to make the decision to renew it.
It's interesting. The article even says, like, he made a list of all the YA teen shows that Netflix has killed.
Yes.
Right here. This is like First Kill, like, YA vampire drama, Cursed, YA fantasy drama,
right.
The Babysitter's Club, highly rated preteen drama, Daybreak, YA post-apocalyptic drama, Spinning Out, teenage ice skating drama.
I love Daybreak too.
Insatiable, teenage crime comedy.
I love
drama.
Insatiable too.
The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, YA witch drama. I'm Not Okay with This, teenage superhero drama. The Society, YA sci-fi drama. Teenage bounty hunters, teenage crime comedy drama.
I love that.
The Order, YA magician drama. Fate, the Wink Saga, YA fairy drama. The Imperfects, YA superhero drama. The Midnight Cloud, teen horror drama. Bastard Son. This is the crazy list. And then Warrior Nuns, the last one. Bastard Son,
Star women.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's all YA too. Like, they basically alienated all the YA people.
Right. Like 16 shows they canceled. 13 of them were female led.
Right.
And they had good stores. Netflix, you're supposed to lean into your audiences.
Yeah.
This has been an easy time for you to lean in. Because YA shows aren't that expensive. They usually take place in small, closed-in sets, not a lot of visual effects and particle effects on the screen, so you don't have to worry about lighting much. Then the visual production may be there, the virtual production may be there, but there's not a lot of visual effects on screen. And they could just ran it. Because it's all about relationships. It's about people liking people, not liking people, getting over on people. And everything's close combat and a lot of conversation and not a lot of action.
Yeah. So, and Netflix doesn't really have a reason why they're doing it. They haven't provided a valid reason. So
they don't like women.
I mean, that's what it's coming down to. It's like y'all have an image problem, Netflix.
Yep.
Y'all don't like women protagonists.
Yeah. And you have strong women leads, and here it is, you have young women controlling some shows outside of Daybreak. That's a male-led show, but most of these should still be. Fate should be there. Fate is hot. Like there's so many. The Imperfects should still be there.
And I even said, like, Wednesday, man, like Wednesday's hugely successful, and it took them forever to renew it. Like, why the hell did it take y'all so long? Like, this should have been a slam dunk.
Easily. And what made them probably renew it faster than what we thought they would is because the showrunner was like, "Oh, if y'all don't renew it, we'll just entertain it somewhere else."
Right? Yeah. They were talking about it going to Amazon.
Yeah. Amazon was like, "We right here. We print money." We print money over here. We deliver packages and print money. That's what we do. We hold up the internet. That's what we do. We got you.
Yeah. So yeah. Netflix, y'all
yes, Mark. You like YA, Mark. You do like YA. Everybody likes YA, Mark. Randy gets mad at me. I told him I'm complex. I'm like Che Guevara Blingon. I'm complex. I like YA and I like hood shit at the same time. I'm just waiting for the YA hood saga to come out, and I will probably watch that shit. Not talking about Empire. I'm talking about something good, fantasy, sci-fi.
I'm so old school with YA. I used to watch 90210, fam.
You are old school.
Don't ever talk to me about YA. Don't ever.
I used to tell you I watch Gossip Girl. You're like, why are you watching Gossip Girl? Because it's good.
I watch Gossip Girl. What are you talking about?
XOXO. Veronica Mars. I watched all that.
Sabrina, yeah. I go back to the 90s with YA.
Yeah, why young adult fiction's popping. It's about relationships. You know what Fast and the Furious is? A man YA movie. That's what Fast and the Furious is.
Hey, I watch Kung Fu on CW, man. It's like
Kung Fu was good.
Yeah, man, I'm all about the
YA. Titans and Doom Patrol, they're YA, but they're more boy YA. It's shonen. It's like Shonen Jump. It's like B Shonen or something.
I like the first season of Titans. I didn't like that last season.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough. But Starfire still looked good in it.
Oh yeah. She looked good in the trailer. Well, she looked good in this season. Well, this season. I didn't like season 3, I think. Season 4.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
But it won't be back for a minute.
Yeah, like back for if they have it back. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. With that being said, anything you want to share with the people, Randy?
Tomorrow, binge worthy. We're talking Willow. So after we're not doing GeekBeast tomorrow, right?
We're not doing GeekBeast tomorrow. Tomorrow we're taking a day off from the news, you guys.
Yeah. So 11 o'clock. Join us for binge worthy. We're going to talk Willow.
Are we going to start at 8:00? Or we going to start at 8:30?
I don't care. No matter to me. We normally start at 8:15.
I mean, we do crosstalk at 8. We don't usually get back on to like 8:15, 8:20.
So we'll do 11:30.
Okay.
8:30.
At 11:30 Eastern Standard Time and 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. If you're somewhere in between there, figure out your own time zone.
Right.
But we're coming on
Do your own math.
Do your own math. That's right. With that being said, I'm gonna say good night. First of all, I want to get shout out to Randy. Shout out to Rodney for coming on and talking with us today.
I know he dropped the time. I was talking about James Patterson. Never mind. I got him confused.
Okay. Tom Clancy. Yeah, Rodney's a Tom Clancy expert. The Funk for always curating our news and highlighting our news articles to make this easy for me. I got more than enough articles to continue working on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Wednesday. Well, we're back Thursday. Thursday we'll have a ton of articles. So I try to go through the news fast. And Friday's happy hour. Maybe I try to bring the Funk on for Friday. See if he can come on. See if he can pop on with us and do this with us. Because it'd be nice to have him on with us. He tell him to bring some K-pop too. Bring some of his favorite K-pop.
Hey, it fit in with the YA thing. Let's do that.
It does. K-pop's all that. So with that being said, shout out to Digital Click for doing our overlays and helping us with our marketing materials as always. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for Binge Worthy at 8:30 Pacific Standard Time or 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Yep. Same time.
All right, everybody.
All right. Peace.
Peace.